Good morning everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so pleased to have you join me today. So my little project for today is using book pages, and it's an idea I got from Rachel over at Roxy Creations. I thought I'd done a video on this, but I just had a quick flick through and I can't find it, but it's probably there because I'm pretty sure I've done this on video, but it was a while ago. So when I was falling asleep last night and wondering what I was going to do for my project today for the video, I was like, I'm going to do this because I want to have some pages prepared, ready for the new year when I kick off some journal making, because I feel like I haven't really made much in the way of journals lately and I am missing it. So my plan is next year to do some journals. So I'm just going to trim off the bit where I'd pulled this page out of the book because it's a bit funky. It's got some little hard glue patches on it. So just trim that off and tidy it up. So that's my thinking, and so I want some pages ready to go into a journal when I make it. Okay, so this is from a novel, Gone with the Wind. It's an old copy and it's quite thin paper, so hopefully it will hold up fine. And then this other bigger page is from a pattern book of furniture making, and it's got some really cool diagrams and fonts and things. So again, I'm just going to trim off this edge, just neaten it up a bit and make it a bit smaller because it's slightly taller than what I wanted. So all that makes a nice stamping strip actually, so I'll keep that. Right, so I've still got a nice rough edge there, and actually why not, let's do the other side as well. Won't take as much off, just to give it that nice torn look on the edge. And I don't know if you can tell from my voice, I'm definitely feeling it. I seem to have developed hubby's cold. So he's had a cough for months now, and I've avoided that cough. And then last night I was coughing a little bit as I was trying to go to sleep, and now my throat is scratchy and my voice is a little bit weird. It's not normal. So yes, I think I have succumbed. Darn it. It's just like, I want to just get on with things, but I'm not going to moan. It is what it is. Right. So this project is about making a page for a journal out of book pages. So I'm not going to do too much explanation other than that, because you'll see as I go along, and there's lots of different ways that you can construct these. So even if I did do the video, which I'm sure I did, then how I do them, or how I do this one, because every one I've done has been completely different, then it's fine. You know, it's not like I'm repeating exactly the same thing. So I am going to just fold that over there, and I don't know if you can see, it's got the signature of the designer. It's got this beautiful font, little ruler, and just this wonderful diagrams that this book's full of. So I wanted to have this beautiful writing on the outside there. So I'm going to make that a little tuck spot first. Hopefully this novel book page stands up to this tacky glue and doesn't get too warped or anything silly. So I'm just going to glue those two sides and fold that onto my book page. So, and the beauty with these is not having your book pages the same size. So this one is taller, and this one actually was the same size, which is why I didn't want it as tall, because I wanted them to be different sizes, because it makes it a lot more interesting. So this will be the part that gets sewn into the signature. So this piece here. So we'll have a pocket here, or a tuck, whatever you want to call it. I might just take a little divot out of it. I should have done this before I glued it, but never mind. hubby's off to the doctor at lunchtime today. He's been off all week, so he needs to get a medical certificate for his work. Right, so that's our first page. And then into the middle, then deciding what I want to do with this part. Now I could do it as a flip. Oh, this beautiful bird design here. And I'm thinking maybe just a flip would be quite cool. So very, very simple. You can fold them however you like, make pockets and tucks and things wherever you like. You can add bits in. But I'm wanting to turn this into a flip. Now my dilemma is, do I really want to cover over this beautiful diagram? And it's got another signature here and this beautiful font. So I'm struggling with not wanting to cover it over, and same with this. Although perhaps I can cover over around this and just leave this part exposed. Or maybe even just cover over this bit. Okay, right, so I'm going to cover over this back bit. And I'm going to do it with this masking paper, which is see-through enough that we'll still be able to see that pattern underneath anyway. And hubby's just coming and shutting the door. Oops. Okay, so in case you haven't seen this, this is painter's masking paper for like painting houses and things. That roll cost me around $10, and there's, I can't remember how many meters, at least 30 from memory, meters on it. And it's going to last me a long time, but it's super, super fun. It's very thin, so it doesn't add a lot of bulk, which is nice, because sometimes you want sturdiness from a thicker paper, and sometimes you just want thin. So this is a thin one. Oops, that's all completely stuck up, so let's just get rid of that altogether. And no pictures there I want. Right, and glue stick. And I'm just going to glue this on, and this will be writing space. Now you could collage as well. Normally I'd probably collage, but I just thought make it simple on myself. I'll just do a nice bit of paper to cover the whole thing. Right, I think that's enough glue. Of course, the thinner the paper is, the curlier it gets once you put glue on. So there we go, smooth that out. And there, we've still preserved what's underneath. We can still actually see it through this light paper, but you can write on it because the pattern underneath is not dominating. Just got a little bit of glue on there, but that will dry and be fine. Sorry, I'm just going to take a sip of coffee, otherwise my voice is going to go. Oh, so annoying. Anyway, right, so we've got our little flip here. I want to put a whale tail on that. So grab out my whale tails. So this is a mixture of whale tail printables by Artzology and my own hand cut whale tails, which I made a template for. So here's my wee template, which I keep in here as well, just out of a box. And then these ones I've cut from a magazine. So that's super fun. Not sure what colour. I think I want something quite neutral. Maybe that's neutral enough. It's got a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue. And I like to fold whale tails in half before I glue them. It just makes it a bit easier putting them on. Right, so we'll pop that, I guess, up the top. It doesn't really matter where I put it. About there. And I like doing this just to indicate that to whoever has the journal that this goes into, that there's something to open there. And it adds decoration, doesn't it? It's nice. I like it. Okay, so on this page, what would we like to do on this page? I am wondering, actually, belly band for this page. Don't ask me why. I'm just feeling belly band. So what have we got for a belly band? In fact, I think I have some already done as part of the whole book challenge. So this is my container of things that I made during the whole book challenge. So I've still got heaps in here that gradually I'll get through over the course of many videos, and probably some that won't end up on videos. I'll just go ahead and do them because otherwise they'll just take me forever. But there are some belly bands in here if I dig through. Belly band bases, so like they'll still need decorating up. Somewhere, no, that's not one, must be further down. Sorry, you're probably not getting a very good look at what's in here, but I'm just trying to flip through. So that's a tag rather than a belly band. And these belly bands actually might not be tall enough. Mind you, it doesn't have to take up the whole height, so let's just grab, there we go, there's a belly band. I'll just pop that in front of me rather than try and push it all down and get it back in the container. So this is obviously the front of the belly band. Yeah, it doesn't go the whole height, but it does actually go the height of this other page that's glued on. So I think we'll go with that. And I'm just trying to think how I want to decorate it up. So I'm going to glue it down to start with. Some lace or something might be quite nice. What do you think? Add some lace. So, and I'm using the line of the page behind to position it because I can see it through this book page. Right, there we go. So we've got a belly band. And pulling out my little container here of lace. This is just my small container that I keep behind my desk. Let's see if we can find something that's got a bit of, that really needs coffee dyeing because it's got a stain on it, and coffee dyeing will help disguise that. I'm just covering over my rubbish bin when I need to get rid of some threads off my fingers. Oh, that's a really old bit of lace. Let's see what's going to be long enough. Look for something. That's long enough. Does it show up enough though? It's quite a fine lace. Hopefully you can see this. I'll just pull it over a bit just in case. Or this sort of creamy colour. Oops, it's got all sorts of stuff caught up in it. It's quite a pretty one. I hadn't even undone this bundle, so I didn't know what it looked like. It's quite pretty. Okay, what I am thinking is putting some down either side of the center strip of the belly band. So this is just one book page that's been folded over, and then an edge that's been, oh, it's actually two It's actually 2 pockets. Okay, so I won't put lace down both sides then, because that will interfere with my 2 little tuck spots there, or pockets, whatever. So maybe I'll just put that down there then, just one side. Oops, trying to put the wrong lid on the wrong container. Right, and for this I like to use my premium craft glue. It's an alcohol glue that dries clear. I just find it's my preference when I'm gluing lace or fabric. Oops, it's got some dry glue down and under the cap there. Oops, little threads everywhere out of my lace stash. Okay, so I'm just going to put a line once I've unblocked the glue. Line of glue along the edge here. Like so. Doesn't show up hugely, but it'll be noticed in real life. So hopefully you can see that okay. Just a little bit of excess glue there I'm just trying to get off. So far I'm liking that, so let's have a wee look. So we've got these 2 little, actually not too bad on they're reasonably tall, but not very deep obviously. So just thinking about what I might want to tuck in there. Got an idea. So I just had to fish for the right container behind me. I've got these little tickets that I've made. So I've got different styles, different looks. Some I made in a recent video and some I made not in a video. So these were made in a video. You could pop a couple of different ones in here. Yep, let's go with those. So the top one I made on a video and this one was not made on a video. Just a little cluster ticket thing. Embellishment, ephemera, etc. Okay, and we've got this belly band, so just looking for a book page that I've had as a glue page, so that would look really nice under there. So let's go ahead. How are we going for time? Yep, we've got time. Let's do this up as a journal card to tuck in behind that belly band. So I'm thinking neutral. That just gives me the best options for what journal I end up popping it in. And I'm just going to use this paper to back it with. Maybe I'll just tear it down first so I can put glue all over it. And I'm not worried that it doesn't go right to the edges, because the edges are plain and you'll be able to write on the whole thing. apart from this top bit here, which I might end up collaging when I wrap, if I wrap the front decoration around. I really enjoy making these. I do find them time consuming to do from start to finish, these book pages, but they're just super effective. Right, I might actually put this right against the edge, or close to, leave a small gap, because this bit at the top's plain. So, oops, and I put it over too far. Never mind, let's just trim that off. You can always fix things, guys. I've got gluey paper stuck to my finger. Come on, come off. Right. Just make sure that's nice and smooth. Okay, so this is the front, and what would I like to pop on the front? So let's grab out some texty bits. You know, I'm covering book page with more text. Some might think that's a bit bizarre. I don't. I think it's just fun. Let's grab out a few different bits here that we might like. Different colours and fonts and all that good stuff. And do a little collaging. Actually, I'm going to glue the other side on this particular page, because one side talks about a revolution and the other doesn't. So let's just put the nicer side in terms of what it mentions out. Just bearing in mind when you are using text of what's on it. Now this bit, yeah, don't like that bit. I'm throwing that bit away. It's got text on it that I don't really want to pop on anything. Just going to put that little bit up the top there, just using up some scraps. And I'll wrap this bit around the top. This is a vintage children's book page. Oh, okay, let's take out the word dead. Don't want the word dead there. It's about dolphins. So if you think that the word dead is an interesting one for a children's book page, obviously a dolphin died, which isn't so nice, but yeah, I don't want to put the word dead on my journal card. I want positive, happy, nice things. Again, going to wrap that around the top there. Glue all over my fingers. Right, and some of this. Might give that a straight edge, so put it against the edge of the journal card. Yep, cover a nice big bit all at once. Oh, hopefully this isn't stuck too much to my glue page here. No, not too bad. It is sticky though. Right, and let's put a bit sideways. Again, I'm choosing the side that doesn't talk about war, but talks about other things, saints, and seems to be all about saints actually, this side that I'm facing up. So that's got to be happier than talking about the other side. Okay, so I've got this section through here to cover up. Oops, sorry about that. Book making funny sounds. Right. I think I might need something different to do that part. Maybe this little bit of music. Is it wide enough? I think we'll get away with it. Actually, I need that straight edge. And let's take it down a bit there. And there we go. So much fun collaging. Even though I'm going quickly, I'm just still really enjoying it. Oops, I've got a bit of glue there. Go. And I've still got a little gap here, but I'm not worried about that because I need to now decorate that. So it's collaged up, but we need to add some fun element on top, or elements. Another sip of my coffee, I think, is in order. I'm thinking flower. This is neutral themed, but I think flowers go with everything, don't they? Apart from maybe if it was a masculine journal. Oh, that's pretty. I like that one. I'm going with that one. First one I pull out. I like it when that happens. And I even put the container away. Right, give it a little edging just to pop it out from the background a little bit. Not my favourite thing to ink around things like this, because it can't get into all the crevices, but do enough just to make it pop out from that page behind. Give it some dirty edges, like it's been rolling in the dirt. I'm going to have to be careful when I glue this because it's got little cutouts that are really prime areas to gouge a glue stick on. Right, there we go, that's good enough. Now let's see if we can glue it without taking big whacks out of my glue stick. Right, I think not too bad today. few down there. And I definitely need a word of some description. Could go vertical word. We want something like that. Not that. Another vertical word. Oh, I like that actually. I think the colour works really nicely. So again, I'm going to give it a little edge. This glue stick's almost out. I'm going through so many glue sticks. I could do with a lifetime supply of glue sticks. Wouldn't that be a great gift? Lifetime supply of glue sticks. Imagine. That'd be a money saver for sure. Right, there we go. Now, is there anything else I want to add? I think maybe I will round the corners. And of course, ink it. Just to finish it off. I haven't given a thought to sewing around it. I can always do that later. If I decide when I go to pop it in a journal that I want to sew it, I can do it then. And do this side as well. Here's our book page. Here we go. So that's in a belly band, and we've got our two little pockets there. We've got a flip out here. Now at the moment I have decided I'm going to leave this as is, and possibly leave it up to the person when they get it. They can cover it over with paper if they choose, or they can write in the gaps, or just enjoy it as is. But I think leaving it for the person themselves, I think, is a good idea. Now, I feel like I just want a little something on this back page here. I'm just thinking a cluster, and I'm trying to remember where my clusters are. I cannot remember where I've put my clusters. Okay, another plan then. Gee, for the life of me, I can't remember what I've done with them. Maybe we just go with a postage stamp instead. There's a green. I like this one. It's a some sort of house, and that kind of ties in with furniture plans in a way. So maybe that there, but I'm still thinking cluster. So maybe we do up just a plain little or simple little cluster. Maybe a bit of book page behind. A bit of music. Just fishing for a bit of music here. I've got this green music. Maybe we'll use a bit of that. Yep, and I think that's probably all that's needed. And I'm just going to glue it directly to the page. I'm not going to staple it or sew it or anything. I'm just going to construct the cluster on the actual page. Now, did I want it at the top? Yep, I think at the top's fine. Gosh, it's bugging me that I don't know where the clusters are. Go, and this stamp has actually had packing tape put over top, so it's very shiny on top, but that's all right. Here we go. Just to decorate that page a little bit and make it a little fun. And maybe a number. Let's see if we want to add a number to that. Possibly not, but let's give it a go. Don't want a big number. Let's find a smaller number. I hope you can hear me. I feel like I'm talking quite quietly. Yep, I think a number just down in that bottom part would be good. So I haven't really got time to be sick because I'm super busy leading. Oh, that's not wanting to stick. Okay, let's use some tacky glue then. Haven't got time to be sick. Leading up to Christmas, lots to do. And I've got my mail for my mail tier on Patreon to prepare up and send out by the 15th. So if you're interested in that, pop along and check that out if you want to receive some happy mail. Because I'll be sending that out around about the 15th, and if you decided to join after the 15th, then you wouldn't get any till the following month at that level. So just if you are interested, check it out now before you lose the opportunity for December to get happy mail. Right, sorry if that was very loud. Okay, so I'm happy with that page now. I think it's more interesting. So then we've got this, then we've got our little page here, and then there's writing room in behind as well, so I'm quite happy with that. I think that's quite nice, and I can always embellish a bit more when it comes to using it in a journal. Now we've got this front page, so we've got our little pocket here, which I should have perhaps distressed before I glued it down. Would have been quite a good idea, but you know, I was into it and getting underway before I'd really thought. So just carefully giving it a little bit of a edge. Whoops, and I still got it on the, it's not the end of the world, like it, that's fine. Better close my glue before they go hard. Right, do I want to do anything here? I do love this, so I don't really want to cover that over. No, I don't think I want a word. I feel like I want something. So I'm going to grab out the flowers again, because I think there's some that might covers over the ruler, but Still got all that pretty text. Yep, I think we'll just go with that. It preserves as much of that text. And the ruler, that's okay. I'm okay with covering over the ruler. Again, just trying to avoid the cutouts so I don't gouge out the glue. So just taking a little bit extra time just to make sure. And I didn't distress this, that's okay. And I'm going to end up with just a little bit of that ruler showing. Just trim off this little overhang. Okay, just a little snip. And there we go. There we have a page to go in a journal. So I haven't made anything to go in this pocket, but that's all right. You don't have to fill every pocket, and you don't have to fill every pocket at the beginning, so I can fill that some other time. But this belly band, we've got something in behind there, and we've got two little things in our wee pockets there. We've got the flip out, and then we've got this writing space on the back. So there we've got a page ready to go in a journal, and I'm really happy with that. So it's super fun, really creative. Use up some book pages and prepare some pages ready to go for when you next want to make a journal, whether that's this year, what's left of it, or next year. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.